morning, everybody. Swamp Fox coming at you. There you go, put some light on the subject. Anyway, hope everybody. It's like 6:15 a.m. Just got a couple pub service announcements to make. Y'all may have seen my recent video where I posted a short. I do testimonial videos all the time. I probably have 30 to 40 videos out of my 550, 60 some videos of me testifying about me being an Xcon. I'm a felon. I made mistakes in my life. All of it over 30 years ago when I was a younger person. But I did make some mistakes, and I paid my debt to society, and I moved on. That being said, so I had people coming in my comments, oh, he's an ex-con, he's been in trouble with Berkeley County, that's why he's against them. That's why he don't like cops. No, the main reason I don't like cops is because most cops are bad. Not all of them, but most cops are bad, and that's why I don't like them. Plus, over 30 years ago when all this stuff went on, I had a dirty cop that added a bunch of charges. That wasn't even true. He tried to hem me up on a bunch of stuff just because he was a dirty cop, and they piled it on. Now, I had a great lawyer, cost a lot of money. I had a great lawyer that went through and got all the bogus stuff out, and then we focused on what I was guilty of, and I pled guilty to it. So yeah, I'm ex-con. I testify about it all the time. Today, I'm a fully devoted follower of Christ. I'm a businessman. I do excellent business. I'm on the way right now to do a service call. 6:15 in the morning, and we're 24-hour. You can call me at 3 o'clock in the morning if you had a sewage backup for emergencies now, for like sewage and stuff like that. You can call me like 3 o'clock in the morning. And the good thing about me that I've always done, different than any other company, say for instance, you got a company that comes out at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and say, I'm just going to throw out a number. Say they charge you $200 to pull your toilet, snake out your line if you don't have a clean out, or open your clean out, snake out your line. Say they charge you $200 for that at 1 p.m. Well, you call them at 1 a.m. Now it's went up to $350 because it's a nighttime call. So somehow it's supposed to add $150 to it because it's in the dark, and hurt people like that. So I never did that. If it's $200 at 1 p.m., it's $200 at 1 a.m. Hey, good morning. Gorilla Bear Tech, good to see you. Been a while. Tony the Tyrant Hunter, man, good to see you too. It's been a long time. Listen, I got Dirty Cop News coming tonight at 9 o'clock if y'all want to come watch my live. I did one last week. A bunch of people came through. I'm battling cancer, and every day is a battle. I've got a real rare cancer, so it's hard to fight it, but I'm fighting it. So, I'm gonna do my passion, what I love. I was real sick for a while, and I'm sick now. I'm chemo sick right now. I'm sick as a dog, bro. I've been throwing up. I do a weekend chemo. It starts Friday, and I do it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then so I go Sunday, and they take the bag off. Well, I'm a little nauseous while I'm having it on, but once it's off is when the side effects really start hitting you. And the neuropathy is bad where, in my hands and feet where I've stumbled a little bit, but I'm just catching my balance again. But I bumped my leg when I fell the other day. So, there's some stuff going on. Nunya, Texas, good to see you. But yeah, so there was a guy the other day, he was running blue lights, impersonating a police officer. Evidently he does. I guess he's some kind of mechanic or works something for Berkeley County. And so I'm going to show y'all, I'm going to do a video later where I'm going to put out 2 markers to show y'all where I was, and you can kind of see in the video and show you where he was when I seen his blue lights on. People was pulling over, getting out of his way, and he was like over a half mile to 3/4 of a mile from where I was, but it's a straight shot. You could see clear, and I'll show y'all that. When I seen his blue lights, so I pulled over and stopped because he was flying coming up, and I seen it, so I didn't, I wasn't going to pull out in front of him or make him get all the way up on me and pull me over to get out of his way. I went ahead and pulled over and stopped, and other people was pulling over, and people going towards him was moving over, giving him a wide berth. They was kind of moving over into the right hand side, and it's a 2-lane road with grass on each side. So you got people pulling over into the grass in both directions to let this guy, who we're thinking is a cop, fly down the road. And so then all of a sudden he slows down and turns his lights off. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Now what's going on here? Is that a cop that just wanted to get through all this traffic and he's in a hurry? Well, you know me, I'm an ex-felon. Who cares? I'm going to hold a cop accountable. So I wanted to regrieve my government, or, redress my government with my grievances. And here's a cop. So all I do is follow him. I high beam him, on and off with my high beams, and I'm waving my hand out the window for him to pull over, and the guy does. Now, if you watch the video, he ends up coming out, oh, I bumped it with my knee and this, that, and the other. Well, I was on the way to work that day as well, so I'm not going to sit there and argue with him too much. But he's just a bold-faced liar. He didn't bump it with his knee. He knew it was on because it was over a half a mile to 3/4 of a mile while it was on. He's seen people moving out of his way. So for him to sit there and try to say, oh, I hit it with my knee. You want me to show you where the switch is? No. You're not a cop. What are you doing with blue lights? Impersonating a police officer is a felony. Anyway, so we've got some people who evidently know him coming in his defense. And yeah, did y'all know he's a felon? Did y'all know he's in trouble with the law? No, I'm not. I'm not in trouble with the law now. I'm an excellent businessman. I've been in business and very successfully. You can just look at my videos and see that. Anybody who knows me knows the truth, but I don't hide it. I'm not scared to tell y'all I'm a felon. So what? Does that mean that criminal cops of today should keep getting away with their crimes? They're no better than I am. And see, I'm not just making this stuff up. You can look up the code of conduct, and you can look up laws in South Carolina and what cops have to go by. They can't. Well, number one, this guy was an impersonating police officer, and if he was a real police officer, I wanted to know who he was. I was going to get his badge number and his name if I could, and post him like I do the Charleston County cop and any other cop that I can catch breaking the law. Because in South Carolina, cops are not allowed to do that. Now, y'all understand I'm not paying too much attention to the chat because I'm in, a good bit of traffic, and I'm trying to be real safe. Anybody who comes in, I appreciate it. Shelly, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. But, listen, I'm a fully devoted follower of Christ, and I'm a sinner. I sin every day. I still make mistakes. I get hot-headed. I do little road rage sometimes, and I don't mean to. I reflect and, and I realize I'm making a mistake. But, sometimes people they get fussy, and you fuss back with them. You're human. We're supposed to be Christ-like, but we're not Christ. We're only supposed to try to be like him, and I want to be like him, so I try every day. Do I make mistakes? Yes, I'm a sinner. I'm going to make mistakes every day. Was I hard on that guy? People think I was, but could I have been harder and then called the police and say, hey, I pulled over, all these other people pulled over to get out of this guy's way because he was running blue lights, which is a felony? And maybe had him arrested? No, I don't call cops with guns. Now, I did threaten the guy. I'll call the cops. But anyone who knows me and has been watching my channels knows I'm not a cop caller, okay? I don't call men with guns to come out and handle issues like that because, one, if it was a cop, it'd be another thing. I'd have gave him a hard time. But I don't want the guy have his life taken away. In a lot of situations, when you call cops, innocent people end up hurt, harmed, or taken away from this earth. So I'm not going to call the cops because, I just don't. That's just one thing I don't do. But I don't blame people if they do. And that's why I said I wasn't asking anybody to call on him because you're like, oh, you're a snitch. You said you wasn't going to call the cops on him, but then you told people to. I said, no, I didn't. See, now, when you're going to lie on me like that, I'm just going to delete your message because if you're going to tell the truth, okay, then you can say all you want, but when you say that I told people to call, no, I didn't. Watch the video again. I said, if you to redress your grievances with your government, I'm going to call on the guy because I gave him my word. So I'm not a snitch. I didn't lie. Yeah, I posted the video. I'm a journalist. I got a YouTube channel. That's what I do. You think I'm not going to post news? It's news. Somebody was impersonating a police officer. But anyway, that being said, I don't mind telling people. I don't know what, I guess some people are scared to admit, and I have seen, there's other people who do this that they're like, no, I've never been arrested, and that's just not true. It's all over. I mean, people start posting that stuff. I'm never going to lie. Even when I started this channel, I told everybody, y'all go back and watch my first videos. When I first started doing things, I was telling everybody, yeah, I have my Xcon, I do this, that, and other. So, but anyway, that being said, felons in South Carolina can vote. Now, if you want to vote, if you do or you don't, that's fine. I just want everybody to be aware, because I know a lot of people that think because they're felons they can't vote, and that's not true in South Carolina. In South Carolina, as long as you're done with whatever, like if you had probation or parole or you was in jail, once you're past 30 days, if your probation ended on the 1st, and on the 1st of the following month, you can vote. So just always remember that stuff, okay? But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end it. I got to get some work done. I love you all. God bless everyone. And trolls, go ahead and come, but tell the truth when you come, because you're not going to sit there and lie on me and say stuff that's just not true. But other than that, you can say what you want. And yeah, when I do my live tonight, I'll be live at 9 p.m. doing my Dirty Cop News. When y'all come to chat, it's a First Amendment chat, but how about no cussing? And I'm not trying to keep you from cussing, it's YouTube. So if your chat is getting real bad cuss words, like the F-bomb and stuff like that, they will tell you, they'll tell you like to monitor your chat, or they'll stop you from being able to have a chat in your live. So I don't want that to happen. So anybody who comes, it is the First Amendment. You can say probably not real bad stuff, but whatever. I just wouldn't say the F-bomb and stuff like that, and I wouldn't use certain keywords. I'm gonna look up what the problem with YouTube is and what words you can and can't say. I just don't want to get flagged for it. So anyway, other than that, I love you all. God bless everyone. Thanks for coming. I'm sorry I wasn't able to read the chat and keep up with what everybody was saying. Of course, I'm driving, and so that was an issue. But y'all have a great day. Love you all. God bless.